Episode 1. Fateful Encounter. Version 1. Psychological Thriller. Funeral of Laughter location. Zhou Dynasty Royal Palace. An office with splendid yet chilling shadows. King Yu. Gently but forcefully lifting Bao Si's chin. Your homeland, the state of Bao, has now been erased from the map. The screams of that land should be heard even here. Yet, why do you not shed a single tear? Fossa. Staring at the king with cold, unfocused eyes. Your Majesty, tears do not gather on ashes that have already burned everything. My soul was buried in those ashes that day. King Yu, with obsessive eyes. What must I give you to open your lips? Shall I pile up all the jewels in the world for you? Or shall I imprison those who trampled your homeland in eternal darkness? Just say anything you want. Fossa. With a very subtle, chilling tremor at the corner of her mouth. If your highness truly turns this splendid palace into a beautiful hell, then perhaps I might smile. Episode 2. The Poisoned Tongue. Place. Banquet hall, between King Yu and his ministers, all heavily drunk. King Yu, looking at Bao Si. Not yet? Even if I offer all the rare treasures in the world, is it still so difficult to make you open your lips? Fossa, suppressing a cold laugh. Your Highness, in my eyes, the bowing ministers down there are far more interesting than treasures. King Yu. Those old men? Why? Fossa. They pledge loyalty with their mouths, but with their eyes, they await your Majesty's cup to empty, calculating their own power. If I could unmask them, I would smile for the rest of my life. Yuang. Eyes widening. Take off the mask? What do you mean? Fossa, you're deceiving them. When the country is on the verge of collapse, who truly rushes to your Majesty's side? Wouldn't it be truly ridiculous if you were to throw a party for that false loyalty? Episode 3. The Wolf and the Shepherd King. Location. On the highest city wall of Haojing. Below, the armies of armed lords gather, raising dust. Vassal 1, gasping as he removes his helmet. Your Majesty! Where is Gyeongyong? How far have they invaded for you to light the beacon? King Yu hesitates, glancing at Bao Si. Well, actually, Fossa. Looking down at the foot of the castle wall, he sneers coldly. Look, Your Highness, their faces. Isn't it a mixture of fear, save me, and annoyance, rather than loyalty? Do you really think they came for Your Highness? King Yu, instigated by Bao Si's words. Yes, look at those unsightly figures. It's clear to me that you ran here, valuing your own life more than my safety. Fossa laughs aloud for the first time, but his eyes are still as cold as ice. Ha ha ha! Your Majesty, it is truly a ridiculous sight. How can the lords of the world dance to a single empty flame? Princes. Clenching their fists in indignation, they look at each other. Episode 4. The Downfall of the Shepherd Boy. Place. A power outage that has grown cold. King Yu is lying on Bao Si's lap, and outside, a torrential rain is pouring down. King Yu. Bao Si, now that the beacon fires have been lit, only half of the feudal lords have come. Has their loyalty cooled? Or has my game become stale? Fossa, combing the king's hair. Your Majesty, loyalty naturally has an expiration date. Now, in the eyes of the lords, Your Highness will appear not as a king, but as a mad old man. King Yu, standing up abruptly. What did you say? Who dares to defy me? Fossa, whispering coldly. Don't be afraid, because only when they abandon Your Highness can I fully possess Your Highness. Only when the country is ruined will you be my man. King Yu, overwhelmed by Posi's mad eyes. Yes, it's fine, even if there's no country. You are my kingdom. Scene change. The border guards send a dispatch announcing the invasion of Kwanrong, but Fossa burns the letter midway and smiles. Episode 5. Burning Karma. Location. On top of the city wall, fierce roars surge like waves from all directions, and red lights cover the sky. King Yu, desperately running towards the beacon tower. Light the beacon fires! Higher! I must send my signal to the princes. I need to let them know I'm in danger. Fossa, standing with her back to the blazing fire, blocking King Yu like a cold shadow. Stop, Your Majesty. Now no one can summon that flame. King Yu! What are you talking about? If they see this light, they'll come running immediately. I called them. Fossa, looking coldly at the torch held by the king. After 3 repeated lies, all that remains is quiet indifference. The brilliant flames that your majesty playfully ignited have become the vast darkness that will engulf your majesty's empire tonight. King Yu, reading the chilling hatred in Bao Si's eyes and stepping back. Did you wait for this silence from the very beginning? Fossa, whispering a cold breath into the king's ear. Now, the red rain that fell on my hometown finally stops. Yes, your highness. Let's enter this brilliant end that we created together. Episode 6. A smile blooming on a tomb. Location: in front of the ruined throne. King Yu leans weakly against the throne, while Bao Si sits gracefully beside him like a cold statue. King Yu, gasping for breath. Really? Not even once? Have you ever been sincere with me? Fossa, gently stroking his hair. Your Highness, the head of my family whom you took, asked the same question in his last moments. Why is this country, to which I have dedicated my life, abandoning me? King Yu, his gaze lost in despair. He lowers his head, and the jade tablet, a symbol of power, falls from his hand and shatters on the floor. Fossa, leaving the exhausted king behind, she slowly walks out of the burning palace. As the rebel soldiers blocked her way with bared blades, she finally shed tears and smiled chillingly. Fossa, now it's fair. My hometown and your country have all turned to ash and disappeared. Narration. Since that day, no one knew the whereabouts of Fossa. However, historians recorded her as the woman who swallowed an empire with a chilling laugh.